Ever since I started mixing music myself, I've been struggling with getting that clarity and separation and punch that professional music has. And in this video, I'm going to share with you 3 proven ways to get rid of mud in your mix without it sounding thinner or flatter or unprofessional. Let's go. Okay, so you hear the potential mud here, and it's a complete mess. Later on, I'm going to export this and import it into a mixing template. I have actually a pack of 6 free mixing templates for Logic Pro that you can download right away. The link's in the description below, subphotic.com/logic. You can go check it out there. But now I just wanted to show you how to remove some mud, and in the templates, it's all set up for these techniques. So the first thing I will do is locate the mud, of course. I think it's in the main loop. So it's in and of itself, it's clean, but when we add some bass on it, and we have the other elements such as the stab, there's a bit too much going on there in the lower frequency, which prevents the song from getting the punch it deserves. So the first thing I do is EQ. So let's see what goes on in the frequencies, because I suspect there's something going on in the 100 to 400 hertz range. Let's see. So you see 100 hertz is bad. Now, what many people would suggest to do is to high pass filter this instrument right here, because you know who needs low frequencies anyway. So we'll just do some generous high passing. Let's listen to that. Now the problem is that in this area right here from 100 to 400, 500 hertz, too much of it becomes muddy, but too little of it will make the mix sound thin. So we want that punch, we want that bass instrument also that lives in the main sample. So we'll do a bell curve, and we'll just make a cut somewhere, because I think that when it comes to the 808 bass, you see that it lives around the 100 hertz, from 40 to 100 actually, if we pay attention. So you see it lives around here. So I think we should have that as the space for the bass. Now we can do some cuts here. So we don't need all of that. We don't need all of those bass frequencies, but we want some of them. A 3 dB cut. Let's try. Listen with it without first. Now you see here, down in the 200 hertz lives some of the stab sound. Now let's see if we can turn that down a bit to accommodate more for the main loop. You see how we are now creating pockets for each and every element in the mix. Let's just take that down 3 dBs. Okay, without first and then with. Okay, and then with. Did you hear that instant clarity that we got? Okay, so that's EQing. Sidechain compression is often associated with pumping effects in EDM, but we're not making any pumping effects right now. I use sidechain compression in all genres. We are going to insert it on the main loop. So open up a standard compressor from Logic. The compressor right here. Auto gain off, and internal we are going to insert the bass as an insert. So we are going to duck the main loop with the bass. So I use a fast attack, fast-ish release, and a 2-to-1 ratio. weakness with this compressor is that it ducks the complete signal of the main loop. It takes away everything. A great paid tool to use is one of my favorite plugins, the Track Spacer from Waves Factory, and it costs around 50 bucks, but I strongly recommend you get it. You can do the same thing here. Go to Instrument and Bass, and then you can choose to filter out certain parts of the sound, so you only affect certain parts. So for example, I only want to affect everything from 200 and down, for example. You can even go in here and adjust mid-side and go all mid, so it's only the mids that are compressed and everything on the sides remains as well, for even cleaner results. Let's compare the two. Let's go without, and then with the compressor, the standard Logic one, and then the Track Spacer. There's one more way to do sidechaining, and that's using a multiband compressor. I hope Logic will update the multiband compressor at a later point. As you can see here, there's no insert feature in the multipressor in Logic. So you would have to opt in, for example, for my favorite multiband compressor, which is the one from FabFilter. Here we have a sidechain input, and we can do the same thing here. Bass, and then make a band right here, go on expert, external, and see what happens. The same thing happens here as happens with the Track Spacer. So what this does, basically, the higher up you reach this node, the harder it will clamp down on harmonics. So let's move this one, and let's go over to the same frequencies. There's no side chaining here, but listen to this. And here you got amazing control with the depth. You can control how much it reduces. Let's see. Not only does it take care of the low end, but it also takes away or clamps down on resonances across the frequency spectrum, and it's awesome. And you can also use the wet dry. You can blend in the original signal, so now we have completely dry, and I'll blend in the and then we can do with and without by bypassing inside the plugin. Like instant cleaner, and you can do it soft, hard. You can control the depth, and there's a lot of amazing presets in here as well. So that's a good tip. It's a great de-esser. It's many things in one plugin. I'll listen with and without. Right, and the final thing that I want to do here is to export it, import it into one of my templates, and you can download those templates as well if you want to. That's 6 free mixing templates for Logic Pro. Now, if you want to learn more about getting good mixes, check out one of these videos. Hope I see you there. Thanks so much for watching. Peace out.